Hey, what's going on? Ashton here. And man, we've had so much fun over the last few weeks since we launched MarketerX beta. And man, users are getting really great results. We're already seeing MarketerX start beating controls, doubling conversion rates. And it's really, really awesome to see all this amazing feedback. And what's really fun is just how even the beta founders community, who have been the first people to sign up, have already started giving great feedback on what features they want next, what helps make their lives easier. And the platform is already starting to evolve so much. So it's really exciting. Anyway, I'm recording this video because I've never really done a live walkthrough unless you attended the webinar we did on August 15th. But I haven't actually done a walkthrough, a demo, and show in the world. And right now we have less than 20 spots left in our beta before we close enrollment for a minimum of 60 days. And so that we can gather data, get all this feedback, and continue developing the product. And so I figured, hey, why not? We probably only have a few days left of beta being open. Let me go ahead and show you what you can do inside of this platform. So one of the really core pillars of MarketerX was that in my career of over a decade in marketing, in almost any industry and niche and business size you can think of, one of the core problems I consistently saw that led to lower marketing performance, lower quality, frustrated marketers or frustrated business owners was that they lacked a great foundation for their marketing to spur from. What I mean is most marketers, including myself, many times when we're doing an offer, when we're creating a campaign, we lack the first step, which was research, really understanding the target market for this offer, what are competitors doing, what are the best angles, psychological profiles of our target market, what are the different positionings or the offer structures or the angles that we should really be using, and because we kind of lean on our own experience. And so with MarketerX, it removes that entirely, where every single time you're writing an email, an ad, whatever, it starts off with the foundations correct, and this properly leverages AI to produce great outcomes. If you've used ChatGPT or Claude, you may have found yourself frustrated sometimes because what you see is output from AI is like, man, that is really generic language, or man, this sounds so salesy, or this doesn't even sound like my market, or whatever. Or maybe you get that part right, but you run into contextual issues where the chat gets too long, you have to start over, or every single time you have to upload all these documents, and you can only upload so much. MarketerX, that doesn't exist. So what I'm saying is here, what you see is your account health. When you come into MarketerX, this process of getting your health score up actually only takes maximum 30 minutes to get done. And then from there, everything becomes super easy. So to demo this, what I'm going to show you is actually writing the email that you're receiving to see this video, the walkthrough, to try to get the last few spots filled up for MarketerX. And what it's going to use is all of this market research that it has in its foundation. It's going to use its copywriting handbooks, which actually is literal guides to tell AI exactly how to write when it comes to marketing for your business, your offer, your audience. We teach the AI all of this information anytime it's doing any of the actions for you. And even cool parts of like on different channels, how should it be different, right? So when we're writing this email that I'm about to show you, or that you're reading now, or just read to watch this video, it's using actual tactics that I've trained, or we've trained, MarketerX has trained this AI on how to write specifically for email. But it does it for social media if I was doing posts. It does it for LinkedIn. It does it for creatives, cross-platform consistency guidelines, right? It does Google ads. How, if we were creating ads, how should that look, right? If we were creating LinkedIn posts, it trains it on all of it. And my platform, MarketerX, will leverage all of that as it's writing, which you'll find is the reason why you get such great output, is because we are training this AI on exactly how to do marketing, right? Marketing for your specific business, industry, avatar, whatever, right? And so even in avatars, it's using these different psychological profiles to actually write. So with all that said, I'm going to kind of demo this, and let's see how it goes. I want to write an email to my email list to people who have not yet signed up for the MarketerX beta offer. We have right now about 20 spots left before we reach 200 users, which is when we will shut down enrollment for a minimum of 60 days. And after we reopen in 2 months, the price will be increased, and they don't get access to the founders group, which is really the group where people can help innovate the product and help me with feedback on what we should build next, etc. In this email, I want the CTA be for the user to click a link to watch a Loom video of my demonstration of the platform itself. In fact, the demonstration video is going to show the user the actual email that they read that we're writing now that will ultimately lead them to watch the video of the demo. And so I want this email to really kind of describe and let the user know that this email was entirely written by MarketerX. And I want you to talk about all the different psychological principles or tactics we leveraged while writing this email. And if they want to see it live in action, to see how the email that they're reading at that very moment was built on MarketerX, all they have to do is click this link and then they can watch this video. Make sure you use insights from our copywriting handbook and our avatar profiles to ensure we're aligning with our target markets. All right, so as you can see, I just kind of brain dumped, which is actually kind of the coolest part, right? Like your marketing agenda for the day can be coming in and just brain dumping thoughts and let MarketerX go to work and help you do it. And MarketerX, what it's going to do, it's going to actually go pull all the research reports, go pull copywriting handbooks, go pull our avatar profiles, understand that target market, and it's really going to essentially start building and crafting this email. Right. And so now it's just said it's going to help basically build this out. And I really kind of want to see what angle it's taking. So I'm just going to say, get started. And it's going to go to work and start doing all that work for us. So here we go. It's proposing. Let me move this so you can read it. Okay. And you can see how it's working here. And essentially right now it's building out the draft here in the window. And once it's done, it'll actually pop up here. And then we can kind of review, see how it's doing. It takes a few seconds just because right now, quite literally, it is reading 90 plus pages of information, right? All right, so you can literally see this email was written in by AI in 47 seconds. See how inside. Right? Plot twist, you're reading this email. It's entirely written by MarketerX, not a human, not template, not copy paste from some proven framework. Pure AI, marketing intelligence that analyzed your psychology, crafted this message, probably converting you right now even without realizing it. Here's what MarketerX did while writing this email. Pattern interrupt. Subject line. Daily, you need a break, scroll, curiosity, specificity. Cool. 2, meta awareness. Right now, you're experiencing what other psychologists call metacognition, thinking about thinking. By telling you this email is AI written, your brain is simultaneously reading and analyzing the persuasion happening to you. Psychological principle 2, scarcity and loss aversion. Here's the reality. We have exactly 20 spots left before. There's 200, enrollment shuts down for 60 days. When we reopen, higher prices, no founder group access, product development. Great. Proof. What's the exact email being? Cool. Nice. This is pretty good, actually. I like this. But just for kicks and giggles, let me just see, to demonstrate a really cool feature of MarketerX, which if you've ever chiefed copy, right? And the hard thing with ChatGPT or Claude is that, whenever you're trying to make edits, sometimes it's really hard to make edits because you want it to focus on a certain area. But if you tell it, it might just rewrite the whole thing or it loses context or it doesn't understand actual sections of content when it comes to marketing. And it just thinks of it as all one big chunk, whereas MarketerX does not. So for example, if I wanted some more subject line ideas, this is good, but what are 5 other options for subject lines that you think would get better open rates? Okay, so you can just make a comment, you can make more comments, or just hit chief. And I kind of want to see what MarketerX thinks about improving the subject lines. Okay, and you can see how it's using psychological principles for each one and tactics for why it's written each one the way it is. So let's see. Option 1, the email that's converting you right now, written by AI. Why it works, creates immediate meta awareness. Okay, direct challenge. Can you tell this email was written by AI? Most can't. Option 2 or 3, watch me build the email you're reading. 20 spots left. AI email that's about to close them. Nah, I let AI write this entire email. Here's what happened. This is actually pretty good. I kind of like this one. I like option 5, but what would we need to rewrite about the email to ensure it aligns with this new subject line? Just because I know that if we use option 5, this part becomes inadequate, right? It doesn't make sense anymore. So MarketerX is automatically realizing this. And tone shift, plot twist, opening. Here we go. Let's see. Opening too aggressive for the vulnerable subject line. We need more personal. Okay. Instead of Mark just talking about itself in third person, we need you talking about your experience letting AI write the email. Subject line promises a story about what happened. Nice. So it's knowing context and what a user would expect. Key alignment issues. Nice. Okay. Yes, rewrite the full email with this new personal vulnerable angle. Okay, pretty cool. Let's see how it does. As you can see, this is literally just taking seconds. If I wanted to, this email already, in my opinion, was good enough to send. I think it's pretty good. But I'm just curious on seeing what it would come up with if we have it change this angle. And you'll notice again, the cool thing about MarketerX is that it doesn't just change one section. The whole idea is to have a full asset, right? Not just a better subject line. So MarketerX consistently thinks about the context of the rest of the marketing material and make sure everything flows together. So let's kind of see. I let AI write this entire email. Here's what happened. Okay, I'll be honest, I was nervous about this. I just hand over complete control of this email to MarketerX and said, write something that will get people excited about the beta. Here's what it came back. Surprised me. You're reading the result right now. Every word, every psychological trigger, every strategic decision, all AI. And here's the crazy part. It's probably working better than anything I could have written myself. Here's what happened. And when I let AI take over, it started with psychology I didn't even think of. Click. MarketerX knew you'd get flooded with emails all day, choosing vulnerability over hype because I analyzed that our audience, marketers like you, are skeptical of bold claims, but curious about authentic experiments. I never would have thought of that. Vulnerability. Then it got meta and brilliant right now. You're experiencing something fascinating. AI written email that's telling you it's written AI written. Wow, the same AI explains why this approach is psychologically effective. Your brain is doing two things at once, reading the message and analyzing the persuasion happening to you. It's not an accident. That's MarketerX understanding metacognition better than I do. You know exactly when to hit you with reality. Here's what I told MarketerX about our situation. We have 20 spots left before opening our 200, hitting our 200 cap. When we reopen, higher prices. Cool. MarketerX took those facts to position them not as pressure, but as genuine scarcity, because it is genuine scarcity. It made our founders group sound irresistible. Feedback. Shaping future of AI marketing, not just ours, but co-creators. Same group, different appeal, the same. Is it really? Yeah. It did say that. Okay, yeah. Creating a message you're reading right now. You'll watch me and put the same brief I give MarketerX. See the real-time psychological analysis. Phrase structure. Understand why. Watch create. Cool. Yeah, I think this is really good. PS, even this PS was MarketerX's idea. Postscripts first. Real-time real estate. Remind you 20 spots left. This is actually pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to send this and you're going to get to see it. But here's the cool thing. Again, even if I like the previous version, I can go back and just select previous version, right? I can be here. And so I could go back anytime I want. I can edit this anytime I want. But this is a really cool part about MarketerX. It really becomes a collaboration partner and a thought partner, and helps make work easier, right? And so this is just a fraction of all the cool things you can do in MarketerX. With that said, though, this is getting to be a long demo. And if you're not inside of MarketerX yet, I truly encourage you to check it out. If you are a business owner or a marketer, it makes your life easier. And at $97 a month, guys, it's a no-brainer, even just to try out, but I know you're going to like it. Now, again, this is a beta. We're continuing to grow and enhance this product by the week. There's enhancements coming all the time. And so this is going to be the lowest price that you ever get to experience MarketerX. And so I encourage you to take it up on it. Give it a shot. I know it's going to be valuable. It's already valuable to a lot of our users and customers. And so with that said, I hope to see you inside. Cheers.